Today we are going to delve into the simple to start but harder to master art of tuning your grunt calls. Today I have my HattyBo and Elite Grunt Calls, and despite their different exteriors, they both follow the same tuning process. This is my HattyBo Purple Heart Grunt Call. It's got a deeper, throatier grunt sound to it. It's perfect for imitating a mature buck. So naturally, I've tuned this one specifically as a buck grunt call. Then I have my Elite Grunt Call. This one has a lighter and brighter tone, making it an ideal choice for mimicking does. That's how I have this one set up, is as a doe call specifically. I do take both of these out on hunts with me. And they obviously serve their own purposes. So to tune your call, both of these calls do tune the same way. You're going to start by grabbing it and you're going to split it. And I'll go ahead and just split both of them so you can see how I have them set up. The HattyBo is a little stiffer than my Elite. As you can see, on both the HattyBo and Elite, they have 5 little divots. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The higher up on the reed it is, the lighter the tone is, and the lower it is, the more buck sounding it is. First one is ideal for fawn or young deer. The second one, where I have my Elite, is more of a younger doe. The third one is more for a mature doe, or if you're just wanting a slightly different tone, you can go in between those. 4 and 5 here are ideally for bucks. And on this one, you don't really have much adjustment past the 5th one for tuning it. But on the HattyBo, if you go further down on your reed, it just lets it flap a little more. You can see I have it just below the 5th. That's where I like it. We're going to go ahead, and you can go ahead actually have it in the 5th one exactly. But you can bring it down a little bit further, and that just allows a little more flap. I've found that does make it sound a little more like a mature buck. You're trying to go for that nice trophy size. But tuning it is super simple. Finding that right tone for you is just more about trial and error. You're just going to take this O-ring, you're going to pop it up into the next slot on your reed, make sure everything's flat and straight, and that's going to change the sound. And I'll kind of demonstrate that a little bit. So I've got this into the 5th slot on my HattyBo. Go ahead and push that back together. And then I'll leave it at the 2nd slot on my Elite. We'll go ahead and push that back together. And first up is the HattyBo, more of a grunt sound. And then on the Elite, I've got it set up more like that doe sound, and you'll hear that now. So that's why I like to carry 2. On the next video, we're going to go ahead and actually go into different grunt types. That way you know what to grunt and when, what's useful for bucks, what's useful for does. That's all for this video.